Something strange and terrifying is happening deep in the ocean, forcing millions, perhaps billions, of deep-sea creatures to abandon their homes and flee toward the surface. But why? Just recently, around 150 killer whales suddenly appeared on the shores of Tasmania Island in Australia. Some of them were already dead, while others were so terrified that even when pushed, they refused to return to the water. But these are the same killer whales that rule the ocean at depths of up to 1 kilometer. At their sight, other sea creatures flee in fear. So why were these killer whales scared themselves? Right after that, over 700,000 turtles arrived on the beaches of Odisha, India. Shockingly, these turtles belong to a species that normally lives in waters 150 meters deep off the coast of Mexico. So why did they travel nearly 9,000 kilometers to reach Odisha? Similarly, thousands of fish in Kerala ended up stranded on the shores, gasping for life and eventually dying, yet refusing to return to the sea. And you must have seen this video from a beach in Mexico, where a bizarre creature was spotted. This 6-meter-long fish had a body like rubber and its skin was glowing. This was no ordinary fish. It was a deep-sea oarfish, a creature rarely seen near the surface. But now, oarfish carcasses are appearing on beaches around the world. According to ancient beliefs, the appearance of an oarfish near the shore is a warning sign of an impending catastrophe. Could the Leviathan be behind all this? Yes, the same legendary deep-sea monster believed to have dragged more than 100 ships into the Bermuda Triangle, killing over 1,000 people. And if the Leviathan has now come to the surface, it could unleash unimaginable destruction. Or perhaps an even more terrifying threat is looming over our planet, one that could wipe out human civilization itself. And the ones responsible for this disaster might just be us, humans. But how and why are these deep-sea animals leaving their homes only to die on the surface? Let's explore in today's video. 71% of Earth is covered by oceans, which hold countless mysteries within them. But the most astonishing fact is that humans have only explored 5% of the oceans. The remaining 95% remains a massive mystery. The deepest part of the ocean is the Mariana Trench, also known as Challenger Deep. It's about 11,000 meters deep, deep enough to completely submerge Mount Everest. At such depths, not even 1% of sunlight reaches, surrounded by total darkness and immense pressure that could tear the human body apart in a split second. Yet in this harsh environment live some of the strangest and most dangerous creatures you could ever imagine. Ones that will make you question your own eyes. Take the deep-sea anglerfish, for example. It has a small glowing light on its head that attracts smaller fish, and as soon as they come close, it devours them whole. Known as one of the deadliest hunters of the deep, this Black Seadevil lives over 1 kilometer underwater. Yet recently one was spotted near the Canary Islands. Also, a Russian fisherman recently caught a strange deep-sea creature that went viral on social media. People thought it was an alien, but in reality, it was a smooth lumpfish, a creature with a body resembling a human brain. But according to ancient beliefs, the most terrifying sign is the appearance of oarfish near the surface, an event often followed by disaster. For example, in the 15th century, sailors from Greenland and Iceland saw several meter-long glowing fish for the first time. They thought these were alien creatures. Just days later, a massive sea storm sank dozens of ships and killed thousands of people. Then, in 1855, fishermen in Japan spotted glowing silver oarfish on the sea surface. Soon after, a devastating earthquake hit Tokyo, destroying the entire city. Since then, the people of Japan believe that when the sea god is angry, he sends oarfish to the surface as a warning before unleashing disaster. But sadly, they never understood the real, terrifying reason behind it. Similarly, in February 2011, dozens of oarfish were seen on beaches across Japan. They died after coming to the surface. And just a few days later, on March 11, 2011, Japan faced one of the deadliest tsunamis in world history, claiming the lives of over 20,000 people. It renders hundreds of thousands of people homeless, destroys several major cities, and causes damages worth $230 billion. And during this time, fish have been spotted surfacing along the coasts from Mexico to Japan. In such a situation, many believe that the natural disaster about to strike will not be limited to just one country or continent, but will cause widespread destruction across the entire planet. Why are these deep-sea creatures suddenly coming to the surface? If we look at this scientifically, the answer is that we humans are responsible. It is because of us that killer whales, once rulers of the ocean, are now afraid of staying underwater. Ferocious anglerfish are abandoning their homes and rising to the surface, and millions of deep-sea turtles and fishes are coming ashore and dying. But why is this happening? Reason number one, global warming. Sunlight from the sun only penetrates about 200 meters deep into the ocean. That's why the deep sea remains cold, and the bodies of these sea creatures have evolved to survive in this cold temperature. But due to global warming, the sea surface is heating up, and this heat is being transferred downward. The problem is that oxygen cannot easily travel from extremely hot to cold water. Because of this, the amount of oxygen in the deep sea is decreasing, and the temperature is rising, making it difficult for these creatures to breathe. To save themselves, they are moving toward the surface. Additionally, due to the lack of oxygen, carbon dioxide levels are rising rapidly, causing the ocean water to gradually become more acidic. As a result, millions of deep-sea creatures are dying every day. You may have seen videos of masses of dead fish washing up on shore. This is an example of that. Reason number two, plastic waste. Take a look at this report. According to it, we humans dump around 12 million tons of plastic particles into the oceans every year. Marine animals are ingesting this plastic, and the chemicals from it are killing them.
Reason number three, deep sea mining. We humans are using fossil fuels at such a rapid pace that the Earth's reserves of coal, oil, and natural gas are depleting. Fossil fuels are formed from the decayed remains of animals, plants, and bacteria that have decomposed underground over millions of years. Life on Earth began around 3.7 billion years ago, starting with microorganisms in the oceans. Since then, millions of species have evolved, lived, died, and turned into fossils in the oceans. That's why vast reserves of oil and petroleum lie beneath the ocean floor. To extract them, more and more deep-sea mining projects are being launched. This is polluting ocean water even more, killing deep-sea creatures and forcing them to surface in search of safety. Moreover, the tectonic plates beneath the deep sea are in constant motion. This geological activity scares the deep-sea animals, causing them to rise to the surface. That's why, many times, oarfish have been seen coming to shore right before tsunamis or earthquakes. Prophetic signs? Whether a major natural disaster is coming or not, only time will tell. But we did get a glimpse of it recently in the 7.7 magnitude earthquake in Myanmar, which devastated the entire country. The Leviathan theory. That was the scientific explanation. But those who believe in ancient legends say all of this is happening because of Leviathan. According to ancient texts, Leviathan was a massive deep-sea monster and the ruler of the oceans. It's said that Leviathan is responsible for sinking over 100 ships in the Bermuda Triangle and has taken the lives of more than 1,000 people. This sea monster is mentioned in many ancient scriptures. For example, in the Bible's Job 41, God speaks of Leviathan as a sea monster so powerful that no one can control it. The Bible says, "Can you pull a Leviathan with a fishhook? Can you tie down its tongue with a rope? It breathes fire, and its eyes glow like burning coals." In Isaiah 27, the Bible also says, "On that day, the Lord will punish Leviathan with his great and powerful sword, that twisted, coiling sea serpent." Jewish texts like the Talmud also describe this serpent as a giant sea monster. Final thought. So, are we humans the cause of our own destruction? Or can this upcoming disaster still be prevented? Share your opinion in the comments. If you like this documentary, support us by liking and sharing the video. And for more such interesting videos, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell. Thank you.